Good morning. How would you like to scale your coaching, consulting, or professional service business to seven figures and do it with simplicity? Well, that's what this is all about. Thank you for being here. If you are jumping in, say hi. I love to know who's on here with me, and I love to interact with you. And don't be a lurker. Look, if you want to be seen in this online space, then you've got to engage in other people's content. Don't just sit there and watch, but engage. That allows people to see you. Just a little hack for you there. All right. So, if you don't know who I am, very quickly, my name is Ann Carden. I'm a top business growth strategist and mentor, and I work with professionals who are excellent at what they do, but they really want to grow a high end business. So, they want to get those top dollar clients and they want to have a more simple business. So, if that's you, and you're interested, I want to invite you into my next workshop called Step into the Expert Spotlight and Sell. It's all around getting these high caliber clients and scaling your business. And you can go to expertinuworkshop.com. Okay, let's dive in. How can you get better consulting and coaching clients and bigger deals? Because here's the thing, this alone can help you scale your business. It can help you get into those half a million dollar levels or even more. And you don't need loads and loads of clients. It's such a simple business model. And if you don't have really high end premium services that you are selling, I can almost bet you are missing out. So, the first thing I want to tell you is raise the value of what it is you are selling and start going after getting more premium clients. Are you excellent at what you do? Are you an expert who is charging beginner fees? Are you fighting for the people at the bottom instead of playing at the top of the market? Well, that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do to really get better consulting and coaching clients and bigger deals is they have to know you are for them. And so often people do not have the right message, the right marketing, even the right offers that show these really high level clients that you're for them. And so they think that you're not, and then they go out and they'll start looking for that person. So here's the thing, everything has to level up, everything. So, what people see, the outside perception that people see has to level up. This means if I go look at you, if I look at your profiles, if I search you and Google you, what will I see? Will you look like an expert or will you look like everyone else? Will you look like you're going after everyone and you're doing everything? Hey, good morning. Welcome. If you want to get bigger and better clients and bigger deals, drop big clients in the chat right now. I'd love to engage with you. So thanks for being on. All right. So you have to level everything up. I want to talk to you about playing in the blue ocean in your business. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to give up everything you're doing. I'm working with a client right now, and we're putting together her $100,000 offer. And she said, "Do I have to give up all this other stuff?" Of course not. No. But if you are not working at a higher level or you don't have anything to offer at that higher level, well, you can't sell it, right? So, what we are doing though is we are positioning her for the high thing. So, we're positioning her for that $100,000 offer. And then when people come to her, if that is not the right fit for them, she's got other things that she can move them into. So it's a top down approach versus a bottom up approach. If you've never seen this, I've got lots of videos and things out there where I show this and I walk people through this process. But it's about playing at the top of the market, and then you've got other layers or levels that you can add into your business to downsell people. It is a lot easier to downsell people than it is to upsell people, because if you're trying to sell something low and then you're trying to ascend people, you're probably bringing in the wrong people. And so getting them to move up the ladder is going to be much more difficult. But when you bring in people at a high level, and now maybe that isn't the right fit, but you can move them down, well, you can close more sales. Okay. So I want to talk to you about leveling everything up. The first thing you have to think about is, who is that top tier audience or ideal client that I can really target? Who is that? It might mean, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to change industries. A lot of people think, oh, I need to go after a better industry. Look, there's money in every industry, there's money in every niche, but you might have to play at the top of that industry. And so if you look at what you're doing right now, who are the better clients? Who are the bigger clients that you can go after? So look at the target audience and think about at the top of that industry or niche, not at the bottom or in the mainstream, in the middle. A lot of times people are coaches and consultants are like in the mainstream there. And here's what happens. You're fighting for everyone. You're fighting against all the competition that's there. But when you move yourself into a more premium positioning model and a more premium model in your business, selling higher end services, you really get out of all that competition. And so your competition becomes irrelevant and you can stand out in a category of one. So you want to actually look like you are going premium, that you are premium, and those are the people you want to attract. I hope this is making sense. If this is making sense, drop a yes. So who's the target market that you need to go after that is a level up or two levels up from where you already are? Okay. Once you do this, now you want to build the expert platform for these people. And what do I mean by build the expert platform? This is you want to change the positioning. You want to strengthen your positioning in the market so that it is very clear you are for them. If they can clearly see that you're for them, it influences them, and you will have so much an easier time. You will have an easier time to actually move them to a sale, right? Does this make sense? So when you build an expert platform, they can easily see that you're for them. They can see what you do. They can see the result or the outcome or the transformation that you can get them. And they can say yes or no. The other thing your outside perception should do is repel the wrong people. So if people are not the right fit for you, it's okay to repel them in what it is you do. So this is what I mean by an expert platform. You look like an expert. You don't look like a jack of all trades. You look like a specialist. You look like you're for them. Here's a great example of what I am talking about. If you were a chiropractor and you were going to be looking for a web designer, and two people came to you, one person says, I build websites for small business owners, and the other person says, we build chiropractic websites, who would you choose? You would choose the specialist, right? The person that already sounds like they know what they're doing. And so, this is what I mean by an expert platform. It's very clear. If you go search me, if you see all of my content, everything that I'm doing out there, it's very clear that I help people scale their business to that $500,000, $1 million, or even more with top tier clients, high end clients, ultra high fee clients, high caliber clients. I say it multiple ways, but at the end of the day, I'm doing the same thing. So if you go search me and look at me, you are going to see where my expertise lies. And this is what you want as well. So you want to build out that expert platform. So when people come across you, when they see you, there is no doubt that you are premium, that you work with the best clients, and you are at the top of your game. You're at the top of your niche, at the top of your industry. Is this making sense? Type a yes if this makes sense to you. All right. The next thing is you've got to have offers that fit the clients that you're going after. So if you are trying to sell yourself like almost like a commodity, a transaction, then you are often not going to get these top tier clients and you're not going to get bigger deals. So I want you to think about shifting from a transactional offer to a transformational offer. A transformational offer is number one, you'll retain your clients longer. Number two, you'll get paid a lot more. And number three, you're going to get them better results. And you're not going to be looked at as a commodity or an extra pair of hands. So instead of just doing a transaction, which is what a lot of people are out there doing, You want to think about, how can I keep this client, work with them longer, and even get them much bigger results. When I first came into the coaching space online, I was taught to create a 90-day program. And I did that. But the problem is, I've got 40 years of business marketing and sales experience. I've built multiple businesses and sold them. And what I found is that I couldn't do everything with clients in 90 days. And so I felt like a one trick pony when I knew I had all of this expertise, all of this value that I could give to my clients, but I was taught to do a 90-day thing. And so what would happen is they would come in, I would help them get these really high end clients in 90 days, but then I wasn't helping them continue to grow their business and keep going and be able to put in systems and all of the things that go along with building a great business. And so what I would see is that they would go away and they would go look for the next coach or the next mentor or the next strategy. And I was so frustrated with my business because, number one, I didn't feel fulfilled because I wasn't even working in all of my expertise. But the other thing is, I wasn't really serving my clients at the highest level that I could. And this is what I see. So when you're doing a transactional offer, like what I just talked about, you are not really serving your clients at the highest level that you can. And so all of that expertise and brilliance that you have is really kind of going to waste because you can't do it all in a transaction, right? So, are you selling transformational offers? When I move my clients into transformational offers, it is a game changer for them. All of a sudden, they can close clients for $50,000, $100,000, 200, $400,000, those big deals. And so, but they don't do that as a transaction typically. Okay, there's more that goes into that. So are you selling transformational offers, or are you still selling like a transaction? Well, that's not going to get you the big fees, and it's not going to help you retain your clients as well. And then the fourth thing that you need to be able to do if you're going to close these bigger deals and get these better clients is you have to know how to close them. You have to be able to really articulate the value that you bring to that client so that you're influencing them to buy. And when you do this, when your expert platform and positioning is right, that outside perception, when they can clearly see that you're the expert for what you do, that you're brilliant, when you are targeting those top notch clients and everything is dialed in, and now you are sitting with them, you're having a conversation with them. By the way, they're not going to go through a funnel and buy something at $47. Just FYI, they're not going to do it. Okay. It's going to take a consultation. And so you need to sit with that client and you want to talk through not only the things they need, but also how you can help them. But you're not selling, it's collaboration. It's a consultation there. You're finding out, you're diagnosing what are the things that they need. And then you're really showing them the ways that you can help, but you're not selling. It's such a different sales process when you do this. Now, I do want to say that there's another piece of the sales conversation, and that means you should be qualifying people before you sit and have consultations with them. Are they the right fit? And if your qualifying process is dialed in and you're asking all the right questions before you sit with them or before you get on a call with them, you will, with this and the great marketing and what you sell, you will a lot of times have already influenced them and pre-sold them before they even get on a call with you. So then when they sit down with you or get on a call with you, it's a matter of, okay, how can we work together? That's a very different sales conversation. Wouldn't you agree? By the way, if you want to get into my next workshop, go to expertinyouworkshop.com. That's coming up very soon. I don't want you to miss it. I'm going to show you how to do this and how to scale your business, and you will not want to miss that. But we want to build your influence. We want to get you out there as a premium coach or consultant, professional entrepreneur, so that you are able to work at the top end of your market. Okay, so back to the sales conversation. You want to be able to effortlessly close. And one of the things that I see with consultants and business coaches are guilty of this as well, or even professional coaches, is they send proposals. They send proposals. And what happens when you send proposals and you haven't really had a conversation with someone? So here's what it would look like. Oh, I see that you do this. Could you just send us a proposal? And so what you know that they're doing is they're gathering proposals, right? They're gathering lots of people's pricing and they're trying to figure out, okay, which way do we want to go? Who do we want to go with? You don't want a proposal to sell you. You want to sit and have a conversation and find out the things that you need to know to influence those people to want to buy from you. I remember when I first started in the coaching and consulting space, and I would tell people I could help them grow their business, right? And they would say, well, what does that look like? And so I would sit with them and I was basically trying to sell them coaching. And what I quickly realized is that doesn't work so well because they don't get it. They don't get it. So you have to sell in a way that it is showing them how you are the person that can give them what they need. And then even show them what they need that they don't know they need. So that is how you turn transactional offers into transformational. So here's another way this would look. Let's say you are in the corporate space, for example, and you're coaching high level CEOs. Okay. Well, if you want to do a transformational offer, that's not going to be probably a 30-day program or a 60-day program. It's going to be something longer. But then here is how you can turn that into a bigger deal. Who else in their company needs you? So now you've got this relationship with this high level CEO. Are you also coaching his leaders or her leaders? Are you also coaching teams within that organization? Or maybe you're going in and you're coaching teams within an organization, maybe a particular type of team. But who else? What other departments, what other divisions need that same coaching, that same help? And so this is how you can create those much bigger deals, even though originally you went in to talk to them about this. When you have a consultation with someone, you can uncover all of the other things that they need and the other things that would benefit their company, their organization, their business, whoever it is you're working with. And now you can create something bigger. And the other thing is transformation doesn't happen overnight. So when you can articulate this to your clients and really show them, do you just want a one and done here, or do you really want to transform something? Do you really want change? That is where those bigger deals come in. So are you doing this? And it doesn't matter, again, if you're a coach, a consultant, it makes no difference. But it takes all of these things. It takes having the right expert platform, looking like the specialist, looking like the go-to person. It takes playing at the top of the market so that you look like the best out there. So you're not competing with everyone else. And people really can't price shop you because you're not a commodity, right? What you have is unique and different from everyone else. Then you want to be able to articulate the value of what it is you sell and co-collaborate with that person and create that offer so that it's transformational. So transformational versus transactional, your offers have to make sense for these premium buyers, and you also want to be able to grow that original sale into something much bigger. So a bigger deal. This is how you get a premium business. This is how you can play at the top of your market. This is how you can scale to seven figures and even beyond. And you can do it with a handful of clients. I have a client, she's working on her $100,000 offer. And originally she wanted to add a few $100,000 to her business. And now she's like, well, $1 million business is only 10 of these clients. Exactly. Exactly. So that is her focus. And that is where she is playing now in the online space. So, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Here's the thing: if you're not, if you don't have premium offers, if you're not going after these big deals and these big clients, well, you're not going to sell it. You're not going to get those deals, right? So. Let me know what your takeaways were. I hope this was valuable, but it's not just about raising your prices like a lot of people will have you believe. You can't go from a few $1,000s to $100,000 with just raising your prices. There's more moving parts to that. So let me know what you think. I would love to know your takeaways. And if you want to get in on my next workshop so that you can scale That workshop is all around stepping into the spotlight. It really is for people who are ready to scale their business and now they want to work with groups, but they want to work with groups at a really high level. Well, I'm going to be talking about virtual event strategies, speaking, getting out there, building that expert platform, and really being seen as the expert and the specialist that you are. So don't be charging like a beginner when you're an expert. All right, let me know if I can help you. Go get registered for that workshop. You have an amazing day. God bless you. Bye bye.